Like, man, just keep it how it is. Keep it real how it is when it's going through what it is at the time it is. You feel what it is. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause it's what it is. Shit. I just want to like show you in real time, like expanded consciousness, like coming into seeing the subtleness behind everything, and being hit with that, and not being fully immersed and experienced in that, far as years worth of time of doing that and knowing what's happening and how to operate with that information. So basically, let me break it down for you like this. I'm highly sensitive, right? And when I say highly sensitive, I gotta break the misconception. Not highly sensitive, meaning like I'm sensitive, easy to break, easy to alter. No. My sense is too high. I sense too much. When you having a regular conversation with me or anybody, it don't matter. Just a regular conversation happening. Regular people, the words is being transmitted. Maybe the body language. Maybe a little bit of their mood. You know what normal people sense when they having a conversation? Yeah, all that's coming too. I sense all of that. But I sense the motives, the subconscious motives, the traumatic motives, the motives that come from the family. So when somebody's saying something that on surface just look and seems completely harmless, my alarm system just going off. And depending on the situation, if I have enough time to process that shit, will depend on the outcome. So let's get into it real time. And like I said, like a lot of this shit is just too much. But I can feel all of it. And it's like there. So I'm talking to this lady, and I pretty much, told her my situation, what I'm going through and all of that stuff. And she basically want to help. And I truly believe she want to help. But I can also feel everything else underlining the processes in the background that's running, that's trying to express themselves as well. And all of that stuff ain't good. And it's like the old me would have just only looked at the good that they're trying to do. But who I am now, with the expanded awareness and all that, I say all this stuff with no boastfulness, no hierarchy, none of that. But I know I'm different. I know I see through the layers of reality and feel through the layers of reality all the subtle shit that's going on. I know that. So I don't need to prove that. I shouldn't even be talking about that. And I kind of lost my point by doing that. That's why I shouldn't be talking like that. But all of these processes that's running in the background that's trying to express themselves as well, and they all ain't good. So I get stuck because it's like I want to respond, but I don't know how to respond to all this information that's coming at me at once. I gotta process all of this, and it's wild. So let me get into it, the details of what happened. She want to help me, right? And you know I'm cool with that. But what she said was what turned my alarm system on in the first place, because there really was no alarms up until this point. What she said to me was, after I, tried to my best ability to explain everything, and I'm not gonna get into everything in this video. She said to me was that I'm not trying to be insensitive. I'm not trying to sound insensitive, but what are you gonna do about it? If there's a will, there's a way. So okay, boom. All that on the surface sound good, nothing wrong with that, right? And that's how I think I should feel, but I don't. And I noticed that. And how I usually do, I always give the benefit of the doubt, look to the potential, be optimistic, like, no, that's not. So I somewhat ignore it. And this is me coming into really accepting my intuition, because it's kind of fucked up, because like I get stuff all the time, intuition hits, and it's just like I don't want to believe it, and it get carried out longer, and then I get hurt or whatever. It's like I knew I was right, and it's just like, damn, I should just listen. Anyways, you'll notice that a lot. I drift off, and then I got to bring myself back to the point. So just get used to that, because that's what just happened. So yeah, I feel all that, I sense all that, and I should just feel like on the surface that she just want to help, but I don't. So, but I ignore it anyways. And the next thing that happened was I was in the process of sending her a video telling her how, basically, like, if I knew the answer to that, I wouldn't even be talking to you about this. Like, I'm an action-oriented person. Like, if there's a problem, get it done. Like, I'm a Libra, like, solution-oriented. You know what I mean? But to not get deep into that, I've been trying so much, and nothing's been working, without getting into the situation either, and also, what triggered me a little bit is because I've been, trying so many things, and it's like it's not like I don't try. I got so much advice. I try to do these things that people tell me to do to help, and none of it work. I just get set back further. So I think it's part of a chapter in my life where I'm supposed to allow myself to be guided and be safe in the unknown, and trust my soul guidance, even if I don't know what's going on and I can't see the support or all of that, and just tune in to that knowingness and those hints and those guidance and those moments to where boom, idea, and go do it, because that's how your soul speaks to you. But did it again, I drifted off, but we always come back. Um, so basically, like these moments of silence, I do too. All right. You still watching? Oh yeah, like and subscribe. Anyways, it's all like real time. That's why it's kind of like, I'm still feeling it. But that's like the best time to make the video. But I also got to put myself in video mode and all that. It's a lot. That's why a lot of people don't do content. But we back at it. I can feel the underlying processes in the background. So after she tell me, no, I'm making the video. I'm making the video to send to her. Basically telling her, yeah, if I knew what to do, I would have been done it. I wouldn't even be bringing this up to you. So at that point, I'm trying to tell her that, and basically, like, I want her to just hold space for me. Like, just allow me to, get this out, because people don't really, like, genuinely listen to me. I'm always being a listener, being a container for them. And when they listen to me, they just want to fix it and don't listen. I can get lost in that, but I'm not going to do that. So I just want to hold space for me. But before I can even finish the video, she got excited off of something I said in the previous video and decided to call me. Mind you, like, we never spoke on the phone yet. We just been doing video chats. And the reason I'm bringing this up was the day before, I wanted to call her and talk to her about something. But she said she preferred to do the video chats. So I just tuned into that frequency. So I just thought it was odd that when I was excited to speak on something with her, she didn't want to talk. But vice versa happened. Like, in that moment she called, I didn't want to talk. Like, I just wanted to clear my head from that trigger that happened. That's something I got to work myself. I'm not putting it on her. But it's just crazy, like, how stuff played out. So I couldn't finish the video. She called me, and I didn't pick it up because I didn't want to talk. And the reasons I just told you. So it's hard to get stuff out like this because I be so self-conscious about how I'm gonna look and how I perceive, and I've just been through it so much with people who just, you take stuff too seriously, you too sensitive, and it's like I have to fight through that as I speak because I'm just trying to be my authentic self. All right, got that out of the way. So I didn't send the video. I did send the video while she called. I was in the middle of sending the video and she called, and I just noticed all those connections, how we was in misalignment, when that was the first point of misalignment. And I was like, wow, it's crazy. So she called, I didn't answer, and before I could finish sending the video, she sent me a message. She said, don't be scared. And I was just like, whoa, okay. That's also something that's small that shouldn't even be looked at. But my alarm system going off. And I'm forced to look at why my alarm system going off. So I send the video, all right, at this point, and now I'm thinking to myself, like, why would she say don't be scared? And I look at it from the version of just a normal person, not looking at all the subtle levels. It's like, oh yeah, she's just trying to get you to move. and that's looked at as good, and that's cool. There's no problem with that. But like I said, I'm forced to look at the underlying shit because it's always coming to me, and if I don't want to look at it or not. So when she sent that, I automatically sense force, right? And once I sensed the force, it made me question, why does she want to force this? She might genuinely really want to help. I kind of do believe that. But also, it's parts of herself and things from the past that's making her react that way. But I'm telling myself, and all this coming to me, telling myself, no, you're just going too deep into it, bro. You're doing too much. Stop thinking like that, bro. These people is right. You're too sensitive. I'm just like, whoa, battling, internal. And it's still coming to me, like, you know, it's other motives in this. It's not only that she want to help you. It's also elements of a certain dominance. Testing. It was testing me all at the same time. She was trying to help me. She was trying to test, she was trying to help me. She was testing me at the same time. And she was trying to assert dominance. All at the same time. I felt all of that. And it took me a while to process it. It took me, some time. And as I'm processing that, she sent me a video. And it just like confirmed everything I was processing because I was in doubt. I didn't believe all that. I'm saying I'm doing too much. So this is the video she sent me is in response to the video I sent her about just holding space for me, because basically if I had the answer to the situation, I wouldn't even be bringing the situation up to you. I would have handled it. I wouldn't be talking about it. And basically, I just right now I need you to hold space for me. I'm gonna get to that point. We can get to the action part. That's gonna happen. I ain't stuck, but it's process to this thing. So after she watched the video, her response was, if you don't mind, I got to do it how she did it. This is my imitation of her. If you don't mind, we can work on this together and we can basically make this happen. If it's a will, there's a way. Boom. And that was it. Boom. On the surface, that don't look bad. There's nothing with that wrong. But once again, alarm system going off. It don't feel right. And I'm just like, what the fuck? But it also confirmed shit that I also was just processing. But it also come with other stuff. The first thing that came to my mind was she didn't even acknowledge the fact that I asked for her to hold space for me. It was just straight into action. No, forget what you want right now. This is what needs to be done. Once again, that could be looked at as not bad. But I gotta trust my intuition. It's not. It's not the correct way. This could be looked at so many different ways. Could be looked at emasculation. It could be looking at also again certain dominance. It could be looked at as the day I can just speak freely without hearing the voices of how people can interpret what I'm saying going on. I'll be better at this content creating thing. But basically, that's what just happened. That's what just jammed my thought waves up right then. I couldn't finish what I was saying. But yeah, man, judgment and shit. That shit is real. People feel it. People carry it with them. That's why I try not to judge people at all. I try not to, even though they should be automatic, especially when you come from a toxic family. It's annoying. It's really annoying when you don't want to do something that happens automatically, and that's truly not your nature. But you know you was programmed into that. It's like one of the worst battles. One of the worst battles. But let me try to stay on topic, man. I guess I'm at the right notes down and shit. But it wouldn't be raw than it would. Yeah, all this different stuff, bro. All this different stuff. And it's like, in my life, I just ignored it, man. Just ignored it. Ignored the alarm systems. Ignored like all this other stuff that's like being shown to me that I didn't ask to be shown. Like, it always fucking come to be true, bro. I get a benefit of the doubt. I question myself. I tell myself I'm wrong about it. I'm too sensitive. I'm going too deep. And I just be fucking right, bro. And I want to be wrong like a motherfucker. I really do. I don't want to be right about this shit. I'm not no Mr. Know-It-All. None of that shit. At all, man. A lot of shit I want to be wrong about, bro. Fucking hate being right about it. Fucking be true, bro. So it's just like, I got two options. I can just ignore all that shit. What's the point of this video? Was bring all this shit up, all the inner processes and all the shit that come up, the subtle shit that nobody talk about. I can ignore all that and just continue on, and then most likely it's gonna play out like I see it. Because right now, if I continue on, I have to set that boundary. Because she already tested the boundary. She's already trying to assert dominance. She already not honoring my request for just holding space for me. Which all indicate other subtle inner shit. See, it almost start pouring back into me again, bro, and it throws me off. Like all the shit, like I had to like try to block it, bro. I can't even explain it. Like all that stuff that comes, all the information, it's too much. It's too much. Like, man, I don't even know what to call this shit no more, bro. Heyoka empath, ultra empath, chosen one. It's all type of bullshit. But I'm pretty sure there's people out here too that experience things on a heightened level to where it's just too much. Just information overload. Like everything on all levels you can think of. Like all the information is coming. Just not what you see in the physical. Every layer. Even the layers you don't know exist. Be so much that it's like you don't want to live life like that. You can't handle all that shit. You just want to get away from everything. Just so you can feel yourself. But yeah, man, let me try to stay on topic. But that's how my videos is. It's gonna be a lot of points and a lot of different topics, because you never know what somebody might need to hear. That's the only reason I do this, because it might be somebody out there that's like me, or somebody that can receive some type of clarity from this shit. No matter how like ridiculous I feel, or unorganized, or a mess, or just don't feel like I'm presenting my best self, like I was still called to fucking make this video. You know, fuck how I look, fuck all of that. You know, if this shit helps somebody, dog, like, let me know. It is what it is. If it don't, like, my inner state is not contingent on that. But you know, I would like to know if what I'm called to do. That's dumb to say. I already know it. Every time I'm called to do something, it always showed me that it was for a deeper reason. Never for this sad system or none of this worldly shit either. Like, you don't get none of that. Not here. Not on this inner journey. So when your life fucked up, but you've been doing all the inner work and you've been healing, and people looking at you like, what the fuck wrong with you? No, you doing exactly what you're supposed to be doing. Your life going exactly how it's supposed to go. Don't let nobody tell you that something wrong with you or you doing the wrong thing. As long as you actively focusing on what your soul want, the true self, the true you, you're gonna be all right. But you gotta make sure it's the soul, man. None of this bullshit. Because a lot of shit that'll fucking imitate and have you fucking going down the road wasting a lot of fucking time. But yeah, I'm attempting to get back on the point because this video long as hell. But yeah, I can ignore all of that shit and continue on and just eventually just play out till I expect it. Like, it's gonna be some toxic shit eventually, you know, or I can confront it and bring up all that stuff, what I feel, and risk the chance of being called too sensitive or just looking in the shit too deep, or like just whatever way, like people just like try to shoo you off or try to invalidate you or whatever, you know. So that's where I'm at right now. Like, I haven't responded yet. Like, my spirit just tell me just to leave it alone, because honestly I went through a situation like a week ago when it was just like that. It was with an ex-friend I'm hanging out with, and we was talking. And I was saying something. Like, I was really in the middle of saying something, and she just cut me off and started saying something. And like, usually that don't bother me, but like, something told me like, bro, like, get out of this car. And I was like, what the fuck? So basically, yeah, we ended up getting into a big ass argument, and I had to get out of the car anyways. So if I would have just listened to myself, I could have avoided scattering my energy in the argument. So yeah, that's why I'm at. You know, if you watch this video this long, I truly appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to help people that's going through shit similar to me. It's not so many people I can connect with because I'm not normal whatsoever. Maybe I'll share more about that, but I done got It did not feel good when I tried to share to people before. So, I don't know, maybe it might be different with y'all. So, yeah, like I said, the video too long. Appreciate you. Like, subscribe. It just helped. You want to see more videos, leave a comment. Let me know anything. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Knowledge Divine. I'm out. Prosperity, peace, and abundance.